They were only going for a bite to eat.
But in a hail of gunfire, a former Williamson High School football player lay dead in the street. His friend was also wounded, ending his promising college career.
It happened 10 years ago, and to this day, no one knows why. It's tonight's Friday Night Mystery. And
Local 15's Darwin Singleton asks, who killed Demarcus Bettis?
The bloodstains on Michigan Avenue have long since faded. 10 years of rain and traffic will do that. But for those who remember 18-year-old Demarcus Bettis, the images of that May night are as vivid as ever. It was late that evening when someone gunned down Demarcus with an assault rifle. And the reason behind the violence that night? Well, that's a question police still can't answer.
We haven't been able to come up with a reason why anybody would want to shoot either one of these two young men.
There was nothing remarkable about that Friday back in May of 2007. Demarcus Bettis and his buddy, William Worthy, were walking along Michigan Avenue with a bunch of friends. Just a bunch of guys that were walking down to the Church's Chicken to get something to eat. What happened next would end one life and alter another forever. It began when a driver in a dark-colored SUV
pulled up beside and several shots were fired from an assault rifle. Demarcus Bettis was killed, and the young man walking with him lost fingers off of his right hand.
His carnage complete, the driver sped away, and by a strange twist of fate, Demarcus's own mother was driving in the area and saw her son bleeding in the street.
My son laying on the ground with his head just...
Family, friends, and investigators were left to wonder why. Among them, MPD cold case detective Rusty Hardiman.
Do you think it could have been a mistake?
That's my belief, yes. I believe they were looking for someone else, and this young man or his friend looked like who they were looking for. They weren't troublemakers. They hadn't been in trouble.
As for Demarcus's friend, William Worthy, he not only lost 3 fingers, but a college basketball scholarship.
Every time I look at my hands, I think about it because I know he was with me.
What followed were days of impassioned pleas for clues, marches against violence, and then silence. A cold, empty silence that Hardiman says must now be broken.
Think of how you would feel if 10 years later you had no answers. And the family of Demarcus needs those answers.
For Friday Night Mysteries, I'm Darwin Singleton, Local 15 News.
So tonight the mystery remains, who killed Demarcus Bettis?
If you have any information that could help solve this case, Detective Rusty Hardiman wants you to call him at Mobile Police Headquarters. That's the number right there on your screen, 208-1810.
Tune in next Friday for another Friday Night Mystery right here on Local 15.